understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
From the gun, it's Lawrence. Oh, look over the middle, and he's got Perriman. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 23. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first. That early game script that they drew up is working pretty well here on this first drive. Already in field goal range, Charles knocking on the door of the red zone.
You know, Brandon, when we met with the coaching staff, they kind of predicted that they would come out firing like this. I think you and I were a little skeptical that it'd be this easy, but they certainly knew what they were doing in scouting, in preparation, and understanding what their team was capable of.
And able to work his way down to the 16. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hines. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
From the shotgun, Lawrence. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test him early. They proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
And his kick is right there. It's good. And it's now 3-0 Texans. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. 27-yard line. Looking to put a drive together. They begin this drive with Chubb. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. We should mention, to go along with a great game he had last week, he was rightfully named AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
And he shares that with his offensive line, the tight end, his fullback. He's looking for more and more of that in this game.
And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. Hey, look at the defense for these Texans. They come into this one in the bottom half of the NFL against the run, number 19 overall.
And when people talk about facing a challenge, they are certainly getting one in this ball game because they are facing the #1 rushing unit in the NFL, which means it's going to be a contest they've got to be prepared for from the first snap.
Here's the Jets punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Good coverage there, an even 50-yard punt leads to a return of 5. And the Texans will take over. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. Here's a handoff to Hines to begin the drive. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
2nd and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Lawrence. That's caught. It's a rookie from Alabama. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down. Now it's Hines. And this will be a Texans first down as he'll get this up to about the 42.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. He's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
3-0 after one on EA Sports. Lawrence will throw. Looking for Perriman there. He's got it. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 and enemy territory. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
This is Hines. And good work there in open space. So he's got this all the way down now to the 32. From the 32 now, here's first and 10.
And the Texans first down. A gain of 13 yards. First down, Texans.
Now Lawrence. And that's incomplete.
So it looks like they start some fighting them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
Now Lawrence to throw. Throw right side to Perriman, and it's caught. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Here's Lawrence. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead grows to 10-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint. Down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. And boy, showing how tough he can be to bring down, just fighting his way forward to pick up 7 yards.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
And some room to work. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 41. They give the Chubb out of the gun. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. The Jets at a very solid 4-1 here in the early part of the year. They come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. That one good for 26 and a first down.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up for the 1st and 10.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. 4 yards to go on 2nd down from the 7.
It's a pickup of 6.
Herbert now.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
Now it's Herbert. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Texans are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. Azeez Ojulari there on the tackle. Second down and 8.
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Looking to throw, Lawrence. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
A gain of 16 yards. First down, Houston.
Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
He did a fine job there not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Here's Lawrence to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
Fair catch called for and made at the 16 or maybe the 17-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And with only 9 seconds remaining, well, not much time, we'll see how they play this. Into space at the 45. Down the numbers. There he goes. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
They'll try here for the extra point. And it looked like the operation got fouled up there. This ball was pushed to the right. It's no good. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The Jets going to get the football first, and they trail as well as we get back underway in this second half. And just shutting him off there. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. And what's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
They run it again with Chubb. Now he's free at the 35. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. A big play there with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jets come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. He's got it at the 2. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, What changes there around the goal line on a two-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst, and if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because it's back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, one-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth, almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just, our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side, trying to match each other.
And only a couple there up to about the 23-yard line. He really hasn't been able to get on track running the football and averaging less than 4 yards a carry.
Yeah, I think that they're going to enjoy the film session because all the defenders are filling their proper gaps on just about every play. And you know what they always say for a defensive coach? When I click off this film, I better see 11 jerseys in the picture going after the ball carrier.
And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
48 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Now that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job, and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've got to hit the jackpot there.
Officially, it's no gain on the play, and they'll remain a few inches shy of a first with third down looming. Lawrence with a quick throw outside. That's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And that's going to make it fourth down. The Texans send the punter out as he'll kick it away for the second time. Runs through the contact. Called out a punt of 38 yards official. And the Jets will take over first and 10. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. And the last time out, looking to repeat that, Charles' defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me,
the way in, touchdown, New York. A great play there, 77 yards. And the Jets are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. So the Jet offense staying on the field, they're going to go for 2. They'll look to throw. And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here.
That keeps the score Jets 18, Texans 10.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. From the 35, here's second down and 3.
Brings up second and 3.
They go play action with Lawrence. He's got this one complete to Perriman. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 23 yards the pickup there.
and that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage. So timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Now Lawrence now going to move him around. They go play action here on first down. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Texans are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third. And no, it falls incomplete. So the two-point conversion no good.
Texans 16.
So the lead shaved to 2 now as the kickoff is away. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. And he's across the 43, extra yards to the 43. 112 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ballgame. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he is going to have a Jets first down, and comfortably so as he gets 5 there on 3rd and a yard.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Back to throw here, Herbert. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. We have played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 36. They go up the middle with Chubb. Down to about the 32. 2nd and 6.
He's tackled at the 32-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Herbert off of play action. Throw left side complete. That's Gray.
Well, it's time to give more credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Here's Herbert. This will be caught once again by Brown. So that'll be no better than an incompletion. And it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Again, Herbert. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Somebody thought they had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
And Chubb will try the middle here. And he'll be tackled right on the 10 and well short of the first down. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
One advantage having a lead guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
They snap it to Herbert. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Looking to put a drive together. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. A bit of a jump there, CD. He breaks the line, and that'll be 5 yards.
And you've got to stay more disciplined than that, Brandon. That's just a free gift to the offense.
They run with Hines. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down.
And the Texans first down.
Looking to throw. Lawrence. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. Down the right sideline. Right in. Touchdown, New York. A great play there. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Jets are able to build on to their fourth quarter lead.
Makes the score.
Extra point splits the uprights. And that makes this a 9-point game. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And he's all the way up across the 40 and down at the 42. Great return. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical. Dances by him. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40.
A gain of 17 yards.
Now Lawrence changing the play.
It's a gain of 17 yards.
They'll look to throw now on first down.
Texans.
Finding Waddle crossing the field and bringing it in. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
A gain of 18 on the play. First down.
Now Lawrence. And his throw here is incomplete. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Back to throw. Lawrence. Touchdown, Texans. A great effort there. With his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Texans have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Important extra point up and through. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. And the Jets have got it. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Got him in. It's Brown. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. The Texans here on third down putting an extra defender in the secondary. Herbert. Oh, a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down when his way worked out.
It doesn't matter whether they scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Herbert, quick pass out wide. They caught it right at the line of scrimmage, and before he could even think about advancing it forward, he got hit.
Great tackling, because that's what you're taught. Don't give up yards after the catch, and most offenses make a living off of yards after catch. Those hidden yards that may not go into the score sheet, but they count big for moving the ball and stretching the field. Really nice open field tackle.
The Texans going to signal for their third and final timeout as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Throwing now, Lawrence. He's got to complete to Waddle. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 28-yard line.
Here's Lawrence. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow. Wow.
The kicker on.
CD, that was an all-or-nothing drive to win this football game, and they rose to the occasion to take the lead here in the waning moments.
And how about how they got it done? No timeouts left. They take it downfield, execute perfectly, and get it done. Now they don't leave their opponent with a heck of a lot of time on the clock.
And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
At their own 20-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10. Herbert. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop him with 13 seconds left to play. Herbert. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. He tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
3rd down and 1.
On a completed pass, got to get down quickly and call a timeout. Herbert to throw. Finding Samuel. And now off to the races down the right side. And he's in. Are you kidding me?
How do you get that up?
One of the most improbable ways to finish a game. And they do win it on the final play. Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better. Because the game plan you put in place at the beginning of the week often still holds. You don't have to make wholesale changes. You just have to do it a little bit better.